Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to another live stream. I hope you're all doing good. I hope you had a great week so far, so did I. And we are back on Thursday, and you know what that means? We have a new lap time challenge on Gran Turismo 7. Let's get right into the game and check this one out. But let me think beforehand, as last week, I think we had some sound issue in the stream. Let me double check that everything is working fine now. Or if someone is already watching, feel free to drop a comment in the chat. I'm doing fine. How are you doing, mate? So it seems we have sound from the game today, which is great. Better than last week. So let's check it out in the game. I'm getting my chat a bit bigger here so I can see what you are writing down. So we still have the lap time challenge of last week in the Honda NSX. Feel free to check out last week's stream, even though, as I mentioned, it does not have game sound, which I apologize for. I just didn't notice in time, let's say. I noticed after the stream and then it was far too late. Good luck on the track. Thanks, mate. Try my best today. So let's check out the new one, which is on Suzuka circuit. Kind of an F1 Formula 1 thing in the SF23 Super Formula vehicles. So we're getting racing soft tires. I didn't expect anything different from that. So we have good grip. And the current world record is set by a Japanese guy at 134.471. Means we have to beat 137.3. As usual, I have pretty much no idea. But let's see. To be honest, on the private area, I'm doing like a how do you say, a championship or like a tournament, and we're using by accident the SF23. So the car is quite familiar. Usually you also have some boost, but jumping right into the game, it seems we don't have the boost here, so you don't need to take care of any boost button to use the support of an electric motor. Yeah. And we immediately close to lose the car. Let's just do an initial lap, try to figure out what we have to do. Let's see the times. What I'm still not used to, as I have driven this 4-hour race on iRacing, I have much more force feedback on that game. So Gran Turismo just feels like the car is low in feedback. So I need to get used to the car and the game again. Other than that, let's try our best. So as I said, I hope everything about the sound, my microphone, the game sound is working fine. Be happy if you share a comment if that is indeed true. Because last time we lost like 2 hours of a stream without any sound from the game. And the initial one is a 39, which is for sure not a gold. But it was the very first lap, so never mind. Oh, we're too quick now. Let me first see what this is actually all about. At a 39.7 we end up, I guess, bronze. Do we? Yes, we do. And just again a 37.3, so we are 2.4 seconds off basically. It should be possible. So a bit on the wider side for the first. Take a bit more speed into the lap. Hope it helps. So far I didn't really use the brakes. Ah, looks good. Now I'm gonna use it. And I lost it. Bit too aggressive on the power on the exit. But until this point I was quite confident. Maybe for that corner I'll try third gear instead of second. No, it was third, fourth maybe then. To right. Sorry for retrying many times, but as the lap is about 1.5 minutes, failing in the first corner and then continuing the lap would be more or less wasting time. Lost a bit too much speed maybe. Oh, that was close. And I had to lift a little, so not perfect. Now fourth. Works better. So the end of the curb on the right might be a bit too early. Also not the ideal line on that one. 130R should be let out easily. 119.4, maybe 120 meters. But we're still 1 second off. Okay. I lost time on that. Was quite a bit quicker. Oh, too wide. Clearly too wide. But I was 0.6 up. So still not gold. It seems to be a bit more difficult than I would initially expect. Maybe I went a bit too wide on the second left-hander. So I cannot go to the power as early as I would like to. But it's gold already. 36.9, so 0.4 below the border. After 14 minutes. Without the intro, maybe we did like 10 minutes on the challenge. Okay, that was a bit too aggressive maybe, but let's see where we're at. But it is position 850. It's currently, it's quite fresh up. It's 12 hours, close to 13 hours online this challenge. So position 850 is, it's okay, but not the best. 2.65% is really not that good. So let's give it some more tries, as I guess there's time to be found. I feel like we can brake a little later for the last chicane. But let's see. I think you have to be quite aggressive in fourth gear on the S chicanes in the beginning. You can really brake very late into this one. Maybe I don't need to brake for this right-hander. Okay. I need to give it some practice. But it's fun, as you can tell from my face, so I can already recommend this one. And to be honest, I'm quite happy that they did not put the boost with the car. I messed it up. I need to go for a wider line, later apex, so I get a better exit onto the back straight. In theory, that sounds easy. It's on the track. Oh, I have no idea how to do that. But I feel like I could find like half a second with that one. Yeah, of course you need to get there first. So let's give it a try. That was not what I meant to do. Oh no. I need to get the car straight before I accelerate hard. Or maybe third gear could help, but I'm not sure. Car has quite high torque and low RPMs. At least I think that. Maybe we'll try. No, third would be too low RPM. Felt like I got a bit too slow, but it's hard to judge. I completely messed up the last chicane. That's what usually happens when you think you're on a quicker lap. Oh, I hate myself, man. Push too hard on the entry. I want to get one more lap done, to be honest. Because I feel like the 0.9 can be improved by little. At least by little. Holy. Luck is no longer on my side. As usual, the first laps, you're not really thinking about what you do and you're just trying to get the best out of it. Then as soon as you start trying to improve, thinking about what you do, I usually mess it up every lap. So 42.3, I've been at a 42.0 already, so... Not even close. What am I doing? Well, the delta is still versus the 0.7, so... Now it's a 0.2. Well, it's a better time, but by 0.02 maybe. Nope. Maybe I should watch a replay of some other guy. Let's see. Just save my replay so we can check it out later on. Position 775. Before it was 850. So let's see. Shall we check out P1? I mean, why not? Though I think the Japanese guys always have kind of a strange drive style, but let's see. Okay. So back to the start. Takes a wide line into the lap. He shifts at 9.5k RPM. Whoa. Completely different in the first turn. Keeps fourth much longer. Doesn't lift as much as I do. Uses third shortly here. Early up to fifth to not go wide. I see. Keeps fifth. Down to second on that one. 2 seconds quicker than I did, or 1.2. Much later. Ah, third gear, see. Should have tried it. Even goes down to second gear on that one. Crazy. On 16.5, I was at 18.9 or so. That's kind of insane. I don't feel like I can do that, but I'll give it one more shot. Oh. So let's go again. Okay. By the way, if you enjoy the stream, it would always help me massively if you leave a like to the stream and subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Thanks for that. And let's go back into another lap. So wide line into the lap. Shift at 9.5k, that's pretty early. Keeps fifth for that one. $41.8, okay. So stayed in fifth on this one as well. Up to fourth and back. That felt a bit better. So let's see if I can go for a low 18. 17. Wow. Now let's bring this to the line. Messed it up slightly. 36.5. I was at a, what, 37.9? Did it just improve by 1.4 of a second? No way. No way. Yes, I did. Okay, I think I'm done. Basically, checking out these drive styles makes a huge difference. So let's save this one and play. Let's check out what actually happened on the lap. So what exactly did I do? So getting into the lap, over the curb on the right, up to third gear in this one, then go for a wide line into the lap to carry a tiny amount more speed into the lap. Shift around 9.5k, which is much more visible in this view. Then keep 6th gear. Went a bit too wide now, too far into the lap. So actually keep it flat out, then within the corner you're still flat out. Still. And roughly, now we missed it, but on the right hand side you can see the curb is gone. So at the end of that curb, lift the pedal, then go into the brakes, down I think to 2nd gear at the lowest, no 3rd, immediately up to 4th and back to the power. Now you accelerate in 4th and through the S's you keep 4th gear basically all the time. Then you keep it on the accelerator pedal through this left-hander, and then for the right-hander you slightly lift a little. Let's lift, back to the power. I shortly went down to 3rd, which maybe gives me a slight bit more rotation, but maybe it's also not needed. Then still in 4th, back to the power shortly, and then down to 2nd here to slow the car down a little, back to 4th, up to the power. Then important here, early upshift to 5th prevents you from going wide to the right hand side of that corner. That I think helped me a lot. Then keep it in 5th, and actually this right-hander I messed it a little bit up. So what the Japanese guy did do, instead of braking, when he crossed the curb on the right hand side, he shortly went up to 6th gear to just remove the power shortly, and then immediately went down to 5th again. I tried to do that, I messed it up, I ended up being in 6th gear in the end, but I kept good speed. Then for this one, brake in a straight line, go down to 2nd gear to slow the car down, and immediately up to 4th over the curb on the right hand side and back to the power. But be careful, the car might snap on you, so it might have power oversteer. So let's check this one out. So over the curb in 2nd, up to 4th and back to the power, and try to straighten up the car as early as possible. Then the brake marker for this one is after the curb ends on the right. So not at the dead end of the curb, but after it. So down to 1st gear, then turn in up to 3rd, gentle on the power and flat out. Then try to keep it very narrow to the right hand side on this one, up to 5th gear, try again to shift at 9.5k of RPM. Then you have this escape road on the right hand side, this Marshall road here on the right hand side, the tarmac zone. On this one I went into the brakes shortly down to 4th, but not too much of braking, so take speed through this corner because the car has really high downforce, you can really go fast, and try to take speed to push you to the outside of this left-hander. So you go over to the right hand side curb, give it a short power input again, and like in the dead center of that curb on the right hand side, you remove the power again, go to the brakes down to 2nd gear, because you then want to get that car to the left hand side, narrow into this left-hander. And once you've done that, you go up to 4th gear and back to the power again for the back straight. And I think this exit is quite important. Carry high amount of speed, because otherwise you lose a lot of time. Then up to 6th gear and 130R, so this left-hander is flat out easily. And then the last brake marker, I actually always try to brake shortly ahead of the 100 baud, but to be honest, I'm a right foot braking guy, so I don't use the left foot. So taking my foot off the accelerator pedal and onto the brake pedal takes a tiny amount of time. So if you're a left foot braker, you might be a bit better on that one. So I brake roughly shortly ahead of the 100 board, down to first gear, over the curb on the right hand side, immediately up to third. And I messed this one up a little bit in that lap, to be honest. But then roll over the left hand side curb. So down to first, over the curb, up to third, let it roll over the left hand side curb and gently back to the power and third. Then over to the right hand side, take the shortest line to the finish line. And that gave me a 136.5, which is how much? 1.2 below the gold border, I think. The gold border is set at a 37.3. It's a 36.5, so it's 0.8 below. And before, of course, then I had a 36.9, so I did not improve 1.4, but 0.4. But hey, I think that one should do the job. I'm quite confident. I'm happy about it. And basically, that's already the lap time challenge for this week. Currently, I'm position 357. So take this one as a guide. I will put bookmarks down in the description so you can find this guide easily if you rewatch this video. And if you enjoyed it, if this guide had helped you out, I would be happy if you drop a like, and if you're new around here, feel free to also hit that subscribe button, as I will update or I will live stream again on the next lap time challenge next week. So that was a quick stream. It was an easy challenge in my opinion. We are just 40 minutes into the stream and that's already it. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope to see you guys in the next week, and bye bye.